Hey guys, how are ya? Saturday afternoon vlog. I'm trying a new style. I got the lapel mic. I got the overhead mic. We'll see how it goes. Anyhow, so I wanted to address a comment that was put to me under my last YouTube video where I talked about using freelancing as a bridge to becoming an entrepreneur. They assumed that I said freelancing was the only way to learning how to become an entrepreneur. I didn't say that. I said it was the easiest and the quickest way. There are many ways to do it, but that's the easiest and quickest way because A, you don't need to spend years working for somebody else to earn the right to become a manager. B, you don't need to outlay a lot of cash like setting up a restaurant or some other type of factory. And there you go. You can start right away. Boom, boom, you head out there. Now, the poster of the comment asserted that if you are a freelancer, you are a sole proprietorship, so it's not, you're just selling your time, it's not learning business. First of all, sole proprietorship is a business legal structure. It has nothing to do with the type of business you run. You can own a restaurant and have a sole proprietorship. You could be a freelancer, have a sole proprietorship. You could be a freelancer and operate the freelancing business as a sole proprietor or as an incorporation, right? It is, they're apples and oranges. So this person is mixing up things a little bit here. Second of all, they also asserted that you're just selling your time and you're a wage slave as a sole proprietor. Not necessarily. If you are taught how to be a good freelancer, you can actually learn to leverage your time through proper workflows that you develop and implement, through automation, semi or fully automating things, and through outsourcing as well. These are three tools off the top of my head that you can utilize to become a far more effective, time-wise, freelancer, so you're not, quote-unquote, selling your time and becoming a slave to your time. Whereas when you work for somebody, you're actually selling your time because there's no way, or it's harder at least in work, to leverage technology and the other things I mentioned, workflows, etc., to maximize the amount of time you have to put in to get something done. And you're kind of stuck. You're stuck at a salary until you negotiate your raise, etc. Whereas freelancing, you're not stuck. By being a good business negotiator, negotiating good contracts, by leveraging the things I just mentioned, you can actually increase the amount of money you're making per hour considerably. And in fact, when I first started freelancing, I was making 1x, and by the end of my freelancing career, I was making literally 10x. Not an exaggeration. Meaning if it was, I'll just use round numbers. If it was $10 the hour when I was starting, I was making $100 the hour when I was finishing. Why? Workflows, implementing automation, good negotiation, and a few other little things here and there that I learned to do in my time as a freelancer. Anyhow, so this is one of the things that you see a lot on the web, unfortunately, on YouTube. You see a lot of half-truths, misinformation, like somebody mixing up a business type, freelancing, versus a business legal structure, sole proprietorship versus incorporation. And these subtleties make all the difference in terms of leading people down a wrong path versus leading people, a straight line to the proper goal, to the goal that you want to achieve. Another thing they asserted in the comment that is you could do it through other means. I didn't dispute that, but I said that becoming a freelancer is the quickest way and the cheapest way, least risky way. One idea that they put forth, is you can manage somebody else's business. Now, here's a problem with that approach. A, you're not going to walk into somebody's store with no experience. Hey, I'm going to manage your store. And they're going to go, great, you've never done this before? Yeah, you can manage my store. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to probably work there at least a year or two, depending on circumstances, or more, before you have the opportunity to become the manager. And guess what? Managing the business is not the same thing as starting a business from scratch. When you manage a business, it's like buying a pre-made meal at the grocery store and putting it in the oven and pressing cook. A lot of the hard part has been resolved for you. Coming up with the business model, coming up with the workflows, coming up with the product or the service, establishing your initial client base. These are the hardest stages of building any business. So when you come in, you just manage somebody else's business. It's good, but you've missed out the first half, a crucial step in the process. And in fact, I've seen people in the past who were managers of businesses who didn't understand this reality because they never built a business from scratch. And then they actually went out there in the real world to try to build a business from scratch, and they learned a very painful lesson. They had never experienced this stuff before, even though they had quite a bit of experience of managing somebody else's business. And here's another little tip. The bigger the organization you come from in terms of your management experience, the more detached you are from the entrepreneurial experience, where you have to invent the business model from scratch. It's a whole different kettle of fish. Anyway, I hope this helps. It's an unfortunate reality of the web. A lot of half-truths and misinformation are put out there. Unfortunately, I don't typically address it, though I see it in business courses, I see it in business vlogs, I see it in code vlogs and technology vlogs. I don't typically address it because I don't care. I can't go around and start calling out everybody. But when somebody calls me out on my channel, I have to address it directly. Anyway, that's it for the Saturday afternoon vlog. Cheers, guys.